I feel like this industry is really kicking everybody's butt right now. Well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people. A lot of owner-operators and small companies are really struggling with the rates. Rates are always volatile. This is trucking. But with expenses being so high and rates pretty much stagnant for the past, I don't know how many years now, we definitely have smaller and smaller wiggle room. And over the course of me doing this for the past 5 years, even though it hasn't been that long, I've learned a lot through other people, trial and error, and everything else. And I want to share that with you today to maybe help you increase your bottom line, because this stuff has definitely helped me. More money, honey. Okay, let's start with tires, and I know you're probably thinking, what in the world do tires have to do with my bottom line? So I'm going to explain to you how they helped my bottom line. So currently, this is the Michelin X-Line Grip D. They're on my drives of my tractor. The predecessor to this, which a lot of people know, is the XDN2, and this tire specifically gets 20% more miles out of it than the XDN2. So that's already increasing the amount of time before I need to replace my tires, which, if you know, tires are very expensive. Needing to replace them less often is definitely so nice. But the other thing to keep in mind is making sure you have a good quality tire. So that's also important. So make sure that you do your research before you buy your tires, because they can actually make a great deal of difference. And we'll talk a little bit more about some of the other ways that tires affect your bottom line, but for now, this is what's most important. All right, next we're gonna talk about fuel, because fuel is literally the largest expense we have as a trucking company overall. Saving money on the fuel price at the pump can literally be the difference between a profitable week and a break-even week. There are two different ways that you can save on the price at the pump, and one of those is a loyalty and rewards program that a lot of truck stops offer. And a lot of those work on a tier system, and they are just as they sound. You have to be loyal or frequently go to a specific truck stop in order to get those rewards. The tier systems usually work by the more you fuel, the more you save, and that's just the general gist of it. But then there are also rewards, loyalty cards, such as the Maverick Nitro card. Now, this is not at all an advertisement for Maverick in any way, because I don't even know that I agree with this card, but it's basically a debit card in a sense, where it's strictly for Maverick. It gets you 10 cents or more off the price at the pump, but the catch is, when you go to pay at the pump, you better have that money in your bank account ready to draw, because it's going to pull just like a debit card. That's the catch with that one. So you need to make sure that you already have that money available. You can't use a credit card or anything like that. Next one is fuel cards. Now, there are a lot of fuel cards out there. I think there's more fuel cards than there are blades of grass in my lawn. I'm kidding. Because the variety of fuel cards is so large, there's fuel cards that are geared towards large companies, small companies, owner-operators, etc., but they all work relatively the same way. It's based on a network of truck stops, and these fuel cards have deals with these truck stops where they can get you various amounts off at the pump, like across the nation. So you have a lot of choices to choose from, and generally, like, you can look on an app or something like that and plan out your fuel routes accordingly, and these prices change daily and possibly hourly, but it's good to keep in mind that there are various ways that you could save money at the pump and not to pay whatever price is on the sign. So do what you can, do your research. I don't even want to give you a single fuel card, because there are just so many, and everybody's situation is different. Just go down the Google rabbit hole and make sure you do what you can to save a little bit of money at the pump. Next is maintenance. Now, I know everybody does preventative maintenance on their truck, or at least you should. Don't do reactive maintenance. So this is not just doing your yearly inspection. I do quarterly inspections just because I want to make sure that I know what's going on with the truck. Anyway, you can see I just went to the parts store. I have new batteries and an airbag and a coolant hose and some other things that I need to do to take care of this truck, and it's important to make sure that you're checking on it often. This also includes doing a thorough pre and post trip on your truck every single day, because you want to catch those little issues before they become big issues, because a lot of times something that becomes a major breakdown and cost is something that started so small that you could have caught early and it would have saved you a whole lot of money. So it's important to look at it quite often and check everything out, and then just educate yourself, become more knowledgeable about things. I have no idea how to change an airbag, but I'm going to figure it out. I have people to help me, but you can learn things, and this will also help you save money. Brace yourself, I'm about to mention tires again. So, one thing you need to make sure is that you have a good alignment on your tires. When they're installed, make sure they're balanced, make sure they balance them, and then get in alignment as often as you need. It's important to make sure you're watching how the tread wears on the tires, and that can give you a good indication of whether or not your tires are aligned or not. And because tires cost so much, it's really important that you pay attention to that, because saving your tires is going to save you money. They are expensive. Take care of them. And then lastly, as far as like maintenance and stuff goes, a lot of people think washing your truck is a vanity thing, like, oh, I have a pretty truck, whatever. No, this is very important. It's important to wash your truck not only because it'll help you catch problems like leaks and things, but in the winter time when there's a ton of salt on the road, you want to wash it off. So make sure that all of that salt is washed off your truck, because it can cause corrosion on a lot of the parts, especially underneath the truck. Wash your chains too, because it keeps them nice. And if you have nice chains like I do, you want to keep them nice. So get yourself some P-Wags and make sure you wash them off. Last but not least, guys, fuel mileage. This is so important, and I know you're probably laughing at me right now. There are things that affect fuel mileage that you probably didn't think about. You probably know, but you're not thinking about it. And one of those is wind. Wind really can affect fuel mileage. If you have a headwind, then congratulations. You are losing a whole lot of fuel. If you have a tailwind, it's pushing you right along and you're good to go. But then there's also the obvious factors such as speed. If you see me sitting in the granny lane, cruising at 63 miles an hour, just leave me there. I'm happy, I'm living my life, and I am saving my money. Slowing down just a few miles per hour can save you just like tenths of MPG that add up over time. It may not look like a lot at the moment, but it definitely adds up over time. So a few $100s here and there can add up to thousands over the years. And especially with things being as tight as they are, that really matters. I'm about to like bring everything full circle right now and pull in some things from other categories in this video. But as far as maintenance, doing oil changes and making sure you change your fluids and filters on time and make sure like all of that stuff is running properly can also affect your fuel mileage. And I am going to mention tires again, yes, because they are. You don't realize how important they are to saving you money. But tires have something called rolling resistance, and the lower the rolling resistance, the more it's going to save you on fuel. So you want to look into that as well as durability and longevity and other things having to do with tires. Be very, very cognizant of these factors when you go to buy your tires. So for example, these tires, when I was using the example between the X-Line Grip D and the XDN2, these tires have a 20% lower rolling resistance than the XDN2. So you can see I am saving money by picking a specific tire, and you can too. I hope I've convinced you guys to make a small change here or there, because there's no time better than the present to help you save money. But if you guys have anything else to add or anything I missed, please put it down in the comments below, or you want to know more? Questions in the comments. But for now, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.